They wanted freedom, excitement, and better options, but ended up finding out the hard way that walking away from a good man can cost a lifetime of regret. What these women admitted after divorce is so brutal, it's honestly unsettling.
I've been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work and work and work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally. Every time we saw each other, like you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow, so he was your soulmate? He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart. Oh, don't cry, Tim.
This story really hits hard because it is clear she traded real love for ambition and the illusion of a better life. She openly admits she had a loving, loyal, and present man, but chose to measure his value by the financial lifestyle she dreamed about. The problem is, money may look impressive on the outside, but it cannot replace care, companionship, and genuine love. After losing a man like that, a woman realizes that comfort without love means far less than love that truly fed her soul.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to, and wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
I think I have just lost the one person that I've prayed for, all because of my self-sabotaging tendencies. God forbid I actually accept good things that are happening to me, because I'm so used to it being a mess. I'm so used to it being toxic. And here I am in the face of a non-toxic situation, in the face of a God-fearing man, in the face of a family man, an amazing person. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I've just lost. I think I just lost the opportunity to experience something I've never experienced before.
This one shows exactly how self-sabotage can destroy something good before it even has the chance to grow. Some women get so used to chaos, toxicity, and pain that when the right man shows up, God-fearing, grounded, and ready to build something real, they panic and start ruining it with their own hands. Not because he is a bad man, but because she is not healed inside. That is the sad part. Sometimes a blessing arrives, but the person is so emotionally broken that they treat peace like a threat.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot. I was thinking I was and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see me. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as fuck. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby a air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship. And I decided to go seek, other options because I thought they was better. And, at the time, dealing with it and being in the midst of it, it might have seemed like it was better. It might have seemed like, yeah, this is a lot better. But, after it's all said and done, that wasn't better. You know why? Because that man that I was supposed to marry wouldn't have had me dealing with my pregnancy alone. He wouldn't have left me out to go to every single appointment by myself. He wouldn't have had me in a delivery room by myself giving birth to not one, but 2 babies at one time. That man wouldn't have missed his kid's first birthday. That man wouldn't have not seen his kids in over a year in person. That man wouldn't have fed me bull and lies and excuses on why he couldn't be there or why he can't show up. He would have made a way. And it's like, I just say all of this to say, like, you really don't know what you got until it's gone. And you really don't know the value of things until it's gone. And I'm not even trying to bash my baby father or anything like that or speak down on him. But it's like, if I had known better at the time and I wasn't so young, dumb, and full of I wouldn't have did that, If I had known better, I would have done better. And every day I'm working towards trying to forgive myself for that, because he didn't deserve that. And women make mistakes too. It really ain't all the men that out here that be cheating and lying and doing stuff like that. Like, women have babies on men too, and I'm sadly one of them. But I love my kids with everything in me. And I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. But I just wished I would have picked a better father for them.
This statement is a harsh picture of a woman who only understood the value of a good man after comparing him to irresponsible, absent men. She had someone willing to care for her, protect her, show up in the middle of the night, and even care about her child. But she thought she had better options because she was living off impulse and illusion. Then life showed her in the cruelest way possible that presence, character, and responsibility matter far more than temporary excitement. Once the fantasy collapsed, all that remained was the weight of hurting a good man and choosing the wrong one.
I'm frustrated because my whole world got disheveled. And I feel like he has moved on and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which I don't want him to come back into my life, but it still just sucks, I can't imagine, thank you guys for sharing stuff, like stories that you've gotten through this and it's been however many years, because I could not imagine that.
The reason why women regret losing a good man is because she realizes that she was actually the problem, but her immaturity blinded her from actually seeing that and loving him correctly. The best way to get a woman to regret losing you is by being a good person who's genuine, honest, words matching your actions, good character, and you just take care of yourself and you're confident. If you can do all of that while you're with her and after you are with her, yeah, you're a success. And to the people telling me, oh, this doesn't work for me, that doesn't work for me, that's because that's the reality that you have. And you are literally insecure. That's why you're saying that things aren't working out for you and that women don't like you and that women don't find you attractive, is because you already think that. And when you have that mindset, women are repulsed by it. So obviously it doesn't work for you because you talk down on yourself on the internet to strangers.
What this woman said points to a truth a lot of people do not want to face. Sometimes a woman loses a good man not because he failed, but because she was blinded by ego, immaturity, and the constant need to feel right. Once she realizes she traded stability, character, and peace for confusion and emotional chaos, the regret hits hard. A good man usually does not beg to stay. He moves on, and all she is left with is the pain of realizing too late what she had.